4-yard line.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
Oh my God.
His way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Why is
line of
this?
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Hunter Henry, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
Number 88. A gain of 33 yards on the play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, Chargers 0.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Charger ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Complete.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
9-yard line. 8 yards.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Ball carrier.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the end. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Man open left side is Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bro.
To the air again, Tannehill. Looking right
just to throw it away, bro.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Goes underneath for Henry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This from 44 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Off the bootleg, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That makes no sense. He's out of bounds.
Off the bootleg, Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Chargers 7.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3rd down.
Off the bootleg, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
He's a DB. Put some hands on him.
It was a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
3rd down.
They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the 2nd half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 22, Derrick.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action, Tannehill. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 44-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the Chargers' 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Henry, and the second wave of tacklers is stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher, 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right? Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The handoff, it's Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's got his his man on the crossing route.
Herbert's
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. The end result, 21 yards. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Austin Eckler.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 18-yard line.
Now Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
No good. That keeps the score Titans 17.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
At their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking to play.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Today's final score.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense